This is Jay Buchsbaum with a new Swirl. Here with my good friend Gabe.
Finally.
Yeah,
It's
really.
been a long time.
And we're going to do Rosh Hashanah, right? And that's why I'm dressed up in my finest Rosh Hashanah, you know?
We're going to start with the Herzog Shani Blanc. We're going to say, oh, but Herzog Shani Blanc, that's been around for ages, right?
It's brand new, isn't it?
But this is a brand new...
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
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 No,
It's a new vintage.
Okay. What is new is actually a new vintage, but also it's a brand new packaging, but it still comes from the same estate vineyards that Baron Herzog Chenin Blanc always came from. So let's start with this.
Let's start.
This is, some people tell me that it's, and I've looked at this, it's most award-winning California wine, period. Bronzes, golds, silvers, high, so distinct. It's one of the wines in wine portfolio, kosher wine portfolios that I can actually identify, usually just from the aroma.
Hi.
Crisp, fresh, a little sweet, just off dry, but like a juicy, almost like a sour candy.
Yeah.
A sour lemon candy.
And I'll tell you something. It's very off dry. Meaning that there's a lot of people out there that are going to drink this wine and they're going to feel like, what are they talking about? It's not sweet at all. Because the sweetness is so subtle that you really need to be sensitive to the sweetness to really identify it. But that's what makes it really a crowd pleaser. And that label, I think, really reflects on what the Herzog family are doing with all of their wines, from those that are priced under $10 and all the way up to the Generation 9 at $250. It's really crafting wines with passion, with love.
You're the Frenchman. Let's move on.
Absolutely.
So now we're gonna taste Chateau Maini.
Chateau Maini.
I see. Finally, you get to correct me, right? Okay, so tell me about this, because I've tasted it. It is ridiculous.
So it's an amazing wine from an amazing winery in Saint-Estèphe on the left bank of Bordeaux in the Médoc. 2018 vintage, fantastic vintage once again.
What is the varietal in this wine?
Okay, so this is mainly Cabernet Sauvignon, and there is also Merlot and a bit of Petit Verdot.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. What a mouthful. Everywhere. In your gums, in your cheeks, in your back of your mouth, in the front of the mouth.
That's right.
Whoa, what
That's
a
right.
combo bombo, baby.
Concentration, the tannins, the acidity, all that combo makes, for wines that can age for decades.
And I know this Rosh Hashanah portends an amazing year ahead. So if you really want to treat yourself, this is a heck of a way to treat yourself.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Now we're gonna transition to a white wine after a red, and I'll tell you why. Okay, because this particular white wine is a dessert wine, and if you want to have a sweet new year, I can't think of many better wines than this one. The Herzog Late Harvest Chenin Blanc. Now, what's interesting about this wine is that it comes from exactly the same vineyard that the regular Chenin Blanc comes from. But if you look at it, it's a totally different bottle, and it's a different label, and it's also a different aroma, a little bit more funky in the aroma, and a different flavor for the sweet new year. It's lusciously sweet.
Yep.
So the difference between this Chenin Blanc and this Chenin Blanc is that this is harvested late, which means that if you ever take a bath and your fingers start to kind of wrinkle up, that's how the grapes start to look when they harvest this wine. So there's less water, more sugar concentrate in the original grape, and so therefore they leave some of that sugar over in the fermentation, and hence you end up with this lusciously sweet, delicious wine. But unlike other sweet, delicious wines, this has structure. This has a lively acidity.
The grapes for the Baron Herzog are harvested probably, late August or September, pretty early on, when they have really beautiful acidity, but to match lower sugar content. Then you leave the rest of the vines in the vineyard, and you harvest them end of October, early November, and you get that luscious mouthfeel. And really what gives that acidity still in those grapes is the terroir. You know, it's that vineyard, the Clarksmoor Prince vineyard from the Herzog family, that really retains that acidity throughout the growing season. And you get grapes that, even though they are shriveled, they are almost like raisins.
That there's something here for everybody, and everybody, the dry wine drinker, the sweet wine drinker, and the fancy wine drinker. So on behalf of the Gabe Geller family and the Buxbaum family, and especially the Herzog family of wines, we want to wish everybody an amazing, amazing New Year.
Amazing New Year, Shana Tova Umetuka, with great and sweet wines.